Okay, so this is the loaded hip hinge with locked knees. What Jennifer is going to do is she's going to take a couple dumbbells, or she could hold a kettlebell or a barbell, anything with load. She could also use one dumbbell and hold it from either side. Start with maybe 10 to 20 pounds and work up from there as is needed. What she's going to do is she's going to have the dumbbells on her thighs, and she's going to keep her knees locked. And go ahead and stand like this for me, thank you. And she's going to keep her spine neutral, just like we practiced with that stick drill, where we're trying to keep the spine aligned and we're trying to move just from the hip joint. And then she's going to go into a hip hinge, aiming to get to about 90 degrees, and then she's going to come back up. We have the knees locked to emphasize the stretch on the back of the leg. Go ahead and go down again. If there's pain in the knee, you can bend them softly, but the goal is always, with this kind of drill, to get the knees locked, because the purpose of this is to emphasize the mobility and not the loading. We use a little bit of load to emphasize the stretch, and then we want to use certain joint positions, like having the knees locked and having the spine neutral, to emphasize the range of motion through the glutes, the calves, and the hamstrings. Do a couple more for me. She's not going any lower than she can while maintaining that curve in her lower back. You see where I'm pointing? There's this curve right here. We want to keep that. As she gets more mobile, she could go lower. She can show us she's quite mobile. And if she was less mobile, she maybe only would go 45 degrees and then back up. And then 45 degrees and back up. And as she gets a little more mobile, maybe to 70 degrees. And then she'll show us at about 90 again. Boom. And that's kind of our goal, is to get to about 90 degrees. Okay, that's the hip hinge with locked knees while holding weight. Pretty simple.